Hi, hello, and this is Grumpy Ajani. I will do the run of the first race in the Flamme Rouge Championship Season 1. That race is called sorry if I mispronounced that, Monteforte de Lemos to Ribadeo, I think. Hopefully that was not too bad. Um, This is using a specific set of rules which are not exactly the out of the box rules, but essentially we start with 12 players, 12 cyclists, I guess. I will be playing at the pink team, so I start with my ruler in position 6 and my sprinter in position 12. There was no special rule to where the other AI we're going to start. So I put all of the ruler in front and all of the sprinter in back in the same order of teams. Um, don't think that should impact much, but just so you know. All of the AI bots have their cards already there. I've added, so I played them as I think it's called the muscle team. I've added a 5 in the sprinter, so special 5 in the sprinter deck. So it's similar to what I've standard rules for AI bots are doing. I don't know if that was in the rule. I did not really find confirmation or not, but I did a test run without it on the sprinter. The AI sprinter were way behind, so I think it's needed. And though to be fair, I did that on the basic Corseo race that has no special effect at all. So maybe with the special added special effect, it will not be that bad. But we are playing with both the Peloton and the Meteor. I do not have the Meteor expansion and it's out of stocks everywhere. So sadly, I will have to revert to just more printed reminder of what the Meteor are. Um, you will not see them very well. Sorry, the setup. I did my best for a setup, but I don't have any professional setup to capture board games. So there is a bit of glare. There is a bit of and you will not see the card very well, but I will try to describe my best. So in that course, race 1, so what we have is we have wet air, rate, weather, then we have headwind air, we have tailwind there, and we're finishing with a crosswind. And that's about it. Yes, you are some cats. Um, what else? I think I'm ready to start. You can check BGG Flamme Rouge Season 1 Championship if you want to participate. I think it's free to all. I will try to post a link in the video for the thread if you want to see that. And I think I am ready to start. Okay, start. So my ruler and sprinter decks are there. And first things first, I will need to, let's remove the mouse, I'll need it for now. Let's start with the ruler. So my options are going to be 7, 3, 6, and 4 on the first. So right now, that part is weight, so we really want to avoid crashing. So I could try a 7 to try to get in front of the pack, but right now I'm behind. And those rulers, because they are AI, they will roll randomly. So they have a high chance of doing a 4 or 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I expect them to be around here, more or less. More exactly, I expect a blockage of those cases to be blocked around here. So if I do a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that put me in the blockage. And so it's possible that I lose 2 things in the blockage because of that, plus its weight, so I will crash. So I'll be extra bad. 6 has the same issue, so I think I will not play those. So it's a 3 or a 4. Either a reason to play the 4 or should I go slow? So 1, 2, 3 put me there, the 4 put me there, both of them should be safe. If I'm here, can I avoid the wet in 1-7? 6-7. No. So the 4 really doesn't help me that much. I will have to stop in the wet next turn anyway. So I think I go slow and go the 3. And for the sprinter, I have 5, 9, 4, and 3. Oh yeah, and my sprinters, the 2 sprinter, I'm missing, of course, because we are 12. And for some reason, the setup is not using the 3-lane starts. So I am missing 2 spots for my last 2, but they are there. They are essentially as if it was 1 lasts behind. Okay. So my option is burn the sprints right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Issue is that put me back into the what I suspect will be the blockage zone, and I will be playing last with the sprinter. So the 9 is a no. 3, 4, 5 should all be relatively safe. I might try to play the 5 to try to be in front of the sprinters. I run a test run of that setup with the 12 cyclists on the base game. And the sprinters, the issue I face with the sprinters, I can very easily be left behind if I start playing slow at the beginning, because the other sprinter can randomly do their sprints. So I can be left behind and get some fatigue. So I think to avoid that, I will take the 5. That should not be, technically, I should be safe. The sprinter should spread themselves a little more than the ruler do, so the chance of blockage are a little less. The ruler should be far in front of that, so they should not impact me. Hopefully that should be okay. So that was my sprinter. Okay. So let's resolve the turn then. We start with ruler blue, who has a 7. Ruler white has a 6. Are you seeing the card here? Yeah, it's not really easy to read, right? You will not be able to tell them apart. I need to find a better camera for that. Anyway, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then red does 7. Wow, all of the ruler go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the first blockage in the rain. It's a very far one. Yeah, green does 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set it up for extra bonus movement. Then it's black doing 7 too. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No bonus movement for you. Green ruler. And I am 3. 1, 2, 3. That is bad. Hopefully somebody will get in there, but that might be really bad for me. No crashes on the wets. Okay, let's resolve the sprinter. Oh yeah. Sorry. It's minor, but I reversed the white sprinter on the ruler. Let me correct that. Everything else is okay. Yes, all of those are sprinter, all of those are ruler. Okay, we're good. So blue sprinter 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Crash. Wow. I was not expecting a crash on the first turn from the AI, but there we are. White is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Red is 5. 2, 3, 4. And it's losing a turn. I mean, move, I should say. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's also moving it. So at least at that, I'm going to take a fatigue, but at least I blocked 2 of the AI. I guess that's not too bad. Black is doing a 2. Oh yeah, it's black first, right? So it's a 2, and I'm doing a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'm blocked 2. Yeah, so that was really bad first turn for me. Oh well, it is what it is. So you have an extra move, and that's it. And fatigue for router blue, sprinter white, and me. Let's start with the AI. What did I say? I already forget. Sprinter white and ruler blue. And then me, that I have to go in the bottom of the deck, recycling. Okay, I remove all of the AI cards. Yeah, I call them bot instead of AI. I don't know. They are not really intelligent. No, they are artificial, so still count. Okay. Second turn. Who do I start with first? So the router, I'm a bit afraid that I'm being left behind, and that's no Gucci. So I want to catch up with the pack of other router, if possible with the extra move. That would be cool. But if not, that's fine. So should I do the router first? Router decision will probably be the difficult one. So let's start with the router. So my options are 6, 7, 3, and 4. Okay. Oof. I feel like 5 would have been the best one, but I don't have a 5 because 3 and 4s I'm at risk of being left behind if the block move the same way. Well, they moved over average last turn. By far, they all roll high, but still they can roll high again. And that means that I will be left behind and still take a fatigue, so that's not good. A 6 or a 7, the issue is they are still doing a block here, and we're still in the wet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 will be there, 7 would be here. So I'm at risk of crashing. That's even a 7. The block is 2 away, so they will have to only move 2, but they can't because they are mostly router. So actually the 7 should be safe-ish. I guess almost sprinter could do some 9. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now even the 9 should be behind me. So the 7 should be safe. Do I want to use a 7 right now? I could try to use, so I think the 3 or 4 are out at that point. They are not the option. So it's between 6 and 7. So 7, I'm pretty sure should be safe this turn, but that's my best card for my router. I only have 3 of them. Don't really want to use them early. The 6, it's slightly more risky. There is a chance that I'll be left with 2 slots empty in front of me and take a fatigue, but it's also an higher chance of having just 1 slot in front of me and getting the win bonus and the extra move. What's the name of that? Oh, that will bother me to not remember the name. Give me a second. Checking my rule book. It's called sleep streaming. That's the one. For some reason, I always want to be wind streaming, but that doesn't make sense. Sleep streaming. Okay. So 6, higher chance of sleep streaming. 7 should be safe, but 6 have a chance of fatigue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll be there. So I'm fatiguing is everyone is there. That would be green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So green will have to be a 6. I lost. I'll be there. So they need to be on the truck right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So green need to be playing a 6 or a 7. Black needs to be playing a 5 or more. That's a sprinter, but accidented, so technically he will probably not move. If he moves by 3, which does not help me, assuming he got a 5. Right, that's basically right, except a 9. But so it's either he's doing a 9 and it's way far away, or he's doing a 5 or lower and it doesn't help me. So the blue sprinter will not help me. Honestly, I feel like the 6 is too risky. I may regret that, but I will take the 7. I'm not happy about it. Really not, but I will take the 7. And I put them on the sprinter. Oops. Wrong deck. For some reason, in my head, the router is left and the sprinter is right. But nope, it's the other way around. Sprinter is 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay. My sprinter is in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 made me start in the wet area, which makes me at risk of an accident. I think it should be relatively easy to do a 4 to stop just before. That way. Yeah, that should be a sprinter 4, relatively easy. Okay. So that's my 2 cards. Let's see what the AI are doing. So we start with ruler blue. Ruler blue do 3. 3. Then it's ruler white. He's doing a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes the lead. Ruler red do a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a blockage. There. Not ideal. Black ruler, so there is some risk of accident there. Black ruler. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue sprinter is here and it's doing a 5, so it loses 2 because of the accident. So it's moving 3. 1, 2, 3. It's right there. So I think I should be safe. My turn should have worked. Ruler green is doing a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're still doing their pack at that point of the game where they're doing a lot of blockage. From what I've my testing, it should be the case for almost all of the game, and they will start split a little more toward probably the 2/3. But we'll see. I've not done that much running, so. Plus there is Meteor. I guess the Meteor only impacts me. Yeah, those 2 Meteor only impacts me because they are changing the number of cards drawn, but they don't draw cards, so. We'll see. Then it's me, and I did a 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm back in the pack. Did not get an accident. 6 would have been safe too. Either would have worked. Yeah, that's fine. Then Sprinter White. 3. 3. Sprinter Red. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sprinter Green is a 4. 4. Me, I'm doing a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No free move. I already forget what is it? Slipstream. No slipstream for me, but I mean no fatigue either. So it's decent. And black sprinter is doing a 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 2 pack. No slipstream because there's 2 between the 2 pack. That's mostly the router pack with 1 sprinter at the end and the sprinter pack. So that's what that happened in my game too, where the sprinter tend to stand together at the back. They make themselves seen a little quicker than the router do, but they're usually the sprinter's pack and the router pack at the beginning. That's why I think accidents are very likely at the beginning. I mean, accident or lose of move. Okay, so I'm reading those 2 cards. removing the card from the AI. And we're ready for the next turn. Oh no, fatigue. I forgot the fatigue. Ruler white as a fatigue. And then sprinter red as a fatigue. So for the fatigue, I will not separate the ruler and sprinter fatigue for now, because the way those AI are playing, they will not go through all of their deck anyway. And if they do, they will draw extra fatigue for drawing the rest of the deck. So there is no point shuffling the fatigue. So the only point of the fatigue will be for the next race in the championship, where we'll remove half of the fatigue. So the AI might start the next race with extra fatigue. Me too, depending on what we're doing. So that's why we count the fatigue for the AI, but technically they are not in that deck. They will not draw any fatigue for this race. We know that they will not draw any. Even if they get 5 or 6 or 10, doesn't matter. At least for this race, that will matter for the next one. Okay. So, where am I? Am I on the back of the 2-pack, which is not the best situation to be, because that means I should be blocked. The ruler should be safe from the accident on the weight zone, so should be good. But we are getting close to that area, which is a climb. The white ruler might get in the climb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He might get in the climb. The rest might lose card if they try to. Yeah. So the white ruler is at risk of losing 1 or 2 movements if he plays the high card. Those two might move 1 movement if they play the 7. But essentially that will be. But that does mean that the chance of a pack of cyclists here just before the climb is even higher. Because if they try to get in the climb with a move 6 or 7, they will be stuck here instead. So I should try to avoid that as much as possible with my ruler. So I guess let's try the ruler first, since I was thinking about it. So my options are 5, 7, 3, and 5. So 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, completely out of the question. That's not even for consideration this turn. That's exactly on the zone where I don't want to be. 5 put me 2 behind, so that put me here. I feel like that's too risky, because if there is a congestion here, it's possible that all 6 of them of the opponent goes there in front of me. Or technically I play. No, I do not play before blue. I am last of that pack. I am 7 last in there. 3 should be safe. 3 put me here. And I know that they will all, the other one will be in that zone. So it should be completely safe. I should not be blocked, or very unlikely to be blocked. And I may even have, I forgot about it again. Jeez, I'm blocked on wind again. Slipstream. I may get 1 slipstream on that. So for me, it's an easy 3 on the ruler. Now the sprinter, I'm not quite out of the wet area yet, so I need to be careful with that. And my options are 9, 2, 2, and 2. Oh, that is not ideal. So essentially I have 2 rather than 2, so I know my options are 9 or 2. 9 put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So good thing is I don't care about the wet and get out of the wet immediately. That's nice. Issue with that is 9 put me in the same area that the ruler was, where I say there is a chance that all 3 of those ties are blocked. Or there might be very high chance that there is a congestion there. So my 9 might lose 1 movement. The good thing with the 9 now on the sprinter is that put the sprinter with the ruler pack. And that's because the sprinter is slightly slower than the ruler in average. especially because I don't have my extra 5. I'm a basic sprinter. That means that I have a chance of being left behind the ruler packer just a little, which will give me slipstream. So the knight might be, the sprint on this turn might be the play. If I play the 2 that give me air in the wet area, chance of accidents really low, but chance of being left behind by all 3 or 4 other sprinters is it's not 0. Like I would need black to run at least 4, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it needs to run at least 5. So, but black could run a 2 as well. So if black runs a 2, that doesn't help me. If he runs a 5 or a 9, that doesn't help me. If he runs a 3 or a 4, then my 2 is safe. Or same with those. So I think the red sprinter cannot help me. Yeah, the red sprinter can help me if he's doing a 2 itself. So that's just a 2. And the green and white needs to do a 2 or 3. So it's not completely insane to play the 2 right now. I should be safe, but there is definitely a chance to get a fatigue if I do the 2. I think the 9 is safer. Once again, I'm really not happy to use one of my sprints that early and leave 3 2s. That would have been a good occasion to get rid of those 2s from the sprinters, which has... Do I change my mind? Do I really want to get rid of one of those 2s? But what if I get a fatigue, then getting rid of the 2 is for nothing? No, I'll take the 9. Definitely that might not. 9 and 3, that's my plan. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see if I made the right choice. We start with white. He's doing a 4. Blue first, right? Yes, blue first. Where's blue? 3. 3 red. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As expecting, there's the blocking at the beginning of the climb. Then it's black. 5. 3, 5. Then green is a 3. Sprinter blue is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see there is a blockage of that exact style block when I would arrive if I played. I thought that's where I will arrive with my 9, right? Boo! But that was also where I would have arrived with my 5 ruler, yeah. So the 3 ruler was the correct choice. The 9 might not have been, we'll see. So then a 3 ruler, that works. Then sprinter red, right, sprinter red. So you're doing a 9. 8, 9. For blockage. White is the special 5. 1, 5. So that's the 5. That's the 5 that I've added to their deck, which is a generic 5 to help them not being left behind too much by the router, as per the peloton rules. I mean the peloton expansion, not the peloton's AI, the other AI. Sorry, I got distracted. Green is 3. Oh, I need to get some slipstreaming this time. Black is 3. So if I played my 2, I would be there and I will slipstream twice. Yeah, so the 2 was the correct choice. Could I have known that? Maybe. That was a rough choice. I don't know. The 2 would have been really good that turn. And instead I choose a 9, which put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, I don't lose move. Did I miscounted that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Okay, I didn't lose move. I miscounted when I did my planification, but that's less important than miscounting on the real turn. Okay, so we have those 2 slipstream and those 3 slipstream. Big old pack ready for the climb of the mountain. Okay. Let's clean up. I forgot the fatigue again. So who's get fatigue? The ruler, white and red. It's 2 ruler fatigue. 1 white, 1 red. Okay. Well. That is going to be a huge pack in the climb. That will be really difficult. So climb. Reminder of the rules. We cannot, as soon as if you have started in the climb or if you're entering the climb, you cannot move more than 5. You're restricted to 5. And you don't slipstream. You don't trigger slipstream if you are in the climb either. So right now nobody's in the climb, so we slipstream as normal, but as soon as we're in there, no slipstream. That said, with that many number of cyclists on the road, slipstream are probably very unlikely, so as long as we are all packed like that, unless you are behind. And then we have the descent in the second part here, which is in that part, if you start in there, anything you play is a 5 or better. So if you play a 2, if you play fatigue, it's a 5. That's great. So that means we're trying to end our turn in one of those 3 blocks here. Of course, that's risky because of those little guys here, and they have a high chance of being a 5, because if they play anything higher than a 5, it will be a 5 because of the climb, which means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have high chance of blocking those 2 here, and they can't reach the last one. So my guess is strategically, what I should try to do is not enter the climb right now, but be just before. Because by being just before, by being here, my 5, that I will be forced to play a 5 or lower next turn, and that will be, my 5 will put me in the descent, and if I play a 4 or 3, that will put me in descent, so that gives me a really good chance of starting 2 turns from now in the descent. That might put me back a little from the pack, depending on what they're doing. If they roll a lot of 5 and I'm doing 2 or 3 on my little guy, I may be left behind. But since there is no slipstream in that area anyway, might not be that as much of an issue anyway. So that's strategically what I'm trying to do. So my best guess would be Sprinter 3 and Winter 4. Of course, if I play both of them, then I'm at risk because all of those are Winter whites. That's a Sprinter, but he will have to deal 2 minimum. So the only 2 players, only 2 AI that can end up in there before me are Sprinter blue, and he needs to roll exactly a 2, and Ruler green, and he needs a 3. How many of them do they have played? So let me double check what they have played. Ruler green already played 1, 3. So he only has 2 cards that will do that. And Sprinter blue has not played a 2 yet. So he has 3 cards that can do that. Of course, Sprinters have 1 extra card, so right now their deck is 6, 9, 10, 12. So it's 3 out of 12. So 1 in 4 that blue end up here. Versus, I say it's 2 out of 11, so about 1 in 5 about that green end up there. So I probably don't want, so 1 in 4 and 1 in 5 is not negligible. So if possible, I probably want I want to aim one of my guy here and one of my guy just behind. Would be the best guess. Okay, let's start with the Sprinter. Let's see what we got. Sprinter has 5, 3, 9, and I need to reshuffle for the rest. Yes, I should have did the reshuffle when I was doing my explanation or thinking. So 9 out of the questions, 5, that put me in the climb. 1, 2, 3. So I say, could play that, but that's not ideal because that means I have a high chance of missing the descent, or at least to have to force myself to go into the descent next turn, and I don't really want to. The 3 is looking good. The 3 is exactly what I want to end up. So let's see what my last option is. Any other option that could be consideration would be a 2. And I may use a 2 that will free the space for my router, and that will be 1 less 2 in the deck, which is good, but it's a 3. So I don't have a choice of 3, 3, 5, 9. The choice is clearly a 3 for me on that sprinter. Okay, and the router is 4, 5, 6, and I will have 3 more. So 6, pretty sure is out of the questions because that puts me in the climb, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I would lose 1 move, so that's out. 5 would put me on the first block of the climb, which is not the end of the world. But that does mean that if I play, so I will need to play 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, or even a 5. Yeah, first block of the climb is definitely not bad. So 5 is possible. And the 4 will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That put me where I want it to be, but I already know that my sprinter will be there. So I kind of, that makes the chance of a blockage there very high. I mean, very high. It's 1 on 4 and 1 on 5. No, not that high, but it's a risk. Versus if I play the 5, my 2 guy will be next to one another, which I was about to say, if they slipstream will be good, but we are in the climb, so no slipstream anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I still think a 5 would be better than the 4, but the last option is a 4, so that doesn't change my options. So it's between the 4 and the 5, and I think I convinced myself that the 5 is the best options. Though, is there a chance of being 2 other cyclists here? Those 2 are those. That's a sprinter, so you could do a 2. That's a sprinter and a router. They can do a 3s, and that's a router and can do a 4. It's possible that there is a blockage here. But I mean, my other option is to go the just one before. So yeah. Okay. So that's my choice. Sprinter 3, router 5. There we go. Let's go see how that works. So, start white is a 7. So it's only a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the right side of the road. I'm confused with which side of the road the priority as soon as we're starting to get turning. But there is a double line on the board that tells you so. Need to remember to use that properly. Ruler black is a 3. 3. All of that is good. I mean, I knew the first 2 was no concern for me anyway. Red sprinter. What is red? Red is there. Sprinter is a 3. 3. Okay, that's good. So that doesn't block any of the 2 zones I will arrive in. Ruler blue. That can do a blockage that make higher chance of being there though. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sprinter blue. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, there is only one AI that can block me, and it's a ruler green, and it's doing a 3, which would be good. Yep, that's perfect. So my sprinter do 3, 1, 2, 3, and my ruler does 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I calculated. Perfect, that's where I want it to be in the pack. Let's finish the AI. Sprinter white, 3. Sprinter green, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Sprinter black is at risk of being left behind. He's doing a 4. It's good for now, but there's a chance. Ooh, that's nice. Nice cyclist pack. Okay, 1 fatigue for Ruler White. Ooh, White is starting to accumulate. He has 4 fatigue already. So White might be in a bad spot for the next run. The next race. But we'll see. So I lose those 2 cards. Do the cleanup of the AI. And ready for the next turn. So right now I want to reach the descent area. That would be my best bet. I can't do more than 5 anyway with any of those 2, so there is no risk playing high cards. And I should be in good spot to do that. Hopefully, I probably want to try to get in the first 2, would be my guess. Because we're still pretty compact back here. So all of those, so there is a chance that that one is blocked. That would be my guess. Like those 2 guys, those 5 guys in front, they might very easily block. No, I mean, not this guy, but not this guy either. It's a 3 minimal, so it's there. So it's only those 4 that can be there before me. Oh yeah, that should not be that risky to go there. Still a little risk. So optimally targeting those 2. But if I have to, I can take the last descent, and that still works. Okay. Let's start with my... I could attack with the Sprinter, because the Sprinter is most at risk. He's not starting to go inside the climb yet. So let's start with the Sprinter. I want to see what he's doing. So my options are 2, 3, and 2. Yep, that's exactly what I was afraid of. So I can't reach the descent yet. And there will be no slipstreaming in the climb. So it's really, so it's 2, 2. So it's a 2 or 3. So that put me in the middle of the climb or at the end of the climb. I kind of still want to go there, especially with the Sprinter, because he has some 2s. Actually, let me check. How many? Oh, where am I? So I have 4 cards. So next turn I draw 4. And I guess I can technically know what those are if I want to do the calculation. And maybe I will, because 2, if I, oops, sorry. I didn't say it. But I will then, just to be clear, I will do the calculation now of what I have. I know, because I can't, right, you can't see, I think by the rules you can only see the last thing you're discarding, but not the rest. So you can't do the full calculation. But I do know, so let me do. So the 3 2s are there. There's 2 3s, one showing up on the discard and one there. And I played before, I played a 9, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So I'm still missing 2 4 and 2 5 and 1 3s. So those 4 cards, I'm guaranteed to see a 4 or 5, I think. And there might or might not be a 3 in there. I don't know for sure. Oh, there is a 9 too, and there is a 2 9. Wait. Oh yeah, so the 4 and 5 should be there. I've not seen the 2 9 in a long time, I don't think. Actually, I did see one. So there is 1 9, but the 9 will be out of the question, so that will not be playable. So my guess is I will be able to play a 4 or 5 next turn. So my Sprinter is here. If I go 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm aiming for a 4. Yeah, so if I play my 3 this turn, let's go there. If I play my 3 this turn and I'm forced to play a 4 next turn, that will be me 1 too far, and I will miss the bonus of that part. So I want to play the 2 this turn. Sorry for that, that's a bit long. I guess I should be careful in which order I do the discard then, because if they're on top showing, I guess I double check the rules of that. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to be more careful about that. Okay. Ruler options are 5, fatigue, 4, and 5. So 5 is a duplicate, so I only have 3 options, 2, 4, and 5. 2, really bad, leave me in the mountain. As much as I like getting rid of fatigue, that is not the turn to get rid of the fatigue. So it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So 5 put me on the last step of the descent, which is good, but I say I'd rather be in those 2, and I think about something else. Is as soon as we're in the descent, slipstreaming resume. So if I'm at the last step of the descent, there is a chance that I'll slipstream out of it. So for me, it's a clear 4. Okay. So I put that, recycle those. Okay. I made my decisions. Let's resolve the AI. Router white is doing a 4, so it's a 5 because he's in the descent. Router green, not green, red, he's doing a 3, but that's a 5. For the same reason. Then ruler blue is a 5. Ruler black is a 6, but he's still on the mountain, so that's only a 5. Ruler red, I already did the ruler red. Oh, that's a sprinter red. I need to be careful with that. Sprinter red does a 9. Ooh, that's not good for you, little red, because you're still on the mountain, so that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you missed the descent. Yeah, that was a terrible play from you. Of course, it was not really a play because it's randomized, but... blue sprinter is here, and he's doing the 5. 5. Descent, that's good for you. I'm doing the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but if we're not there, I will slipstream 1. Anyway. Ruler green. Oh, that's a very far ruler. Normally, ruler are more consistent than that. I guess green did some low rolls. He's doing a 4 right now. Then it's me with a 4. Okay. Wait, no. That's my sprinter. Sorry. I'm doing a 2. It's not cheat. Okay, yes, I'm doing a 2. Not ideal. I have a chance of getting a fatigue. So maybe I think I had the 3 options. We'll see what the other sprinter one. Sprinter green, green, you're up there, you do a 4. Oh, save my ass. I like that. Sprinter white, doing a 2. And sprinter black is doing a 9. 3, 4, 5, and you stay there because, yep, that's a mountain and that's a climb. That's good for me, and there is no slipstream because those are in the climb, so no slipstream for white, which means that both whites gets fatigue. And no slipstream anywhere. We are good to go. Yes. Must be a bump. I guess it's not really stay flat, but that's fine. Okay, so I get rid of my card, get rid of the AI cards. So far, so good. I think I use one of my big cards for each of my racer, cyclist. But otherwise, doing fine. I'm kind of below the pack, but we can see it's starting to get a little more sparse. I guess the mountain and the descent will also help with that. And there is that headwind area here, which is that wall area. So for the AI, doesn't matter, they are not impacted. But for me, if possible, I want to avoid being in that wall sections. That's a section of 6. And as long as I'm in here, I'm drawing one less card. If I start my turn here, so I'm trying to avoid being in there. Sadly, I probably won't, because I'm in the descent, I want to play a 5. I want to play, a low card that will be turned into 5 and will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that I will probably be in the headwind with my router at least. So optimally what I want is my router. I want to play, I think the fatigue is already passed, but a fatigue or a 3 would be the best card to play right now because there will be 5. And with my sprinter, I want them to end up in the descent area. So I want a 2 works, a 3 works, a 4 works, but it's not ideal. So I want to play a 2 or 3. So I want to play the lowest card possible, essentially, at this turn. So let's start with the router. 4 cards. So I have 6, 7, 3, 6. I almost got screwed, but I still got a 3 in there. So that's a very easy 3. And the sprinter, I have 4, 5, 9, 4. So 9 is out of the equation, I'm in the mountain, so it's 4, 5. And 5 put me out of the descent. And that's a sprinter. I really want that to be the descent because I want to get rid of my 2s. So it's an easy 4 with the sprinter. I guess I can shuffle because I will have to shuffle next turn. I guess I should have resolved all the AI before I shuffle so that I can think when I'm shuffling. Oh well. Let's do the resolution now. So we start with white ruler. He's doing a 5. Red ruler. He's doing a 6. 6. Blue ruler. So 4. Okay, that's pretty good for me so far. Black ruler. He's doing a 6. Oh no, that's not good for me. That's set up for them to slipstream. Red rule sprinter. Sprinter. 4. Sprinter blue. 9. And he can't do the 9, he's blocked, and that prevents the slipstream. Perfect, thank you, blue. Did I forget the rule of the descent for sprinter? What was sprinter red play this turn? No, he's played a 6. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not possible. Sprinter red. It was a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, it was after the descent, so I did not forget to add 1 for the descent. Okay, just double checking. My ruler is doing 3. So it's a 5, because I only need to not forget for me to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the ruler green is doing the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spring green is doing the 9. Ooh, and he's in the mountain still, so it's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're probably going to compensate with the slipstream, but that's still a terrible move. I think a lot of AI burn one of the 9 on the mountain. Then it's me. And that's my sprinter is doing a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That might mean I will not get the descent because I may, but if I do this, because I stream, which is not the end of the world. Black sprinter. There's a 2. And white sprinter. There's a 4. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. That's a lot of slipstream. Okay. I guess the 2 sprinter at the back get 3 free moves, so that will help losing some of the 9. Actually, I think they did not lose the 9, so those 2 sprinters, even if they're on the back, might be dangerous. They may still have all 3 of the 9s. Okay, anyway, they slipstream there, then they slipstream there, then the whole back slipstream here. Okay, so I lost my descent, but I moved 2 for free. That's good enough. And I'm not quite in the headwind yet with my sprinter, I'm just before. That might be a good reason to use a 9 this turn to avoid that zone. We'll see. Assuming I draw one. My router is though. Clean up. My router is and needs. Oh, I need to get out of it. Let's finish the cleanup first. Okay. Those AI stocks start to be a bit messy. Oh well. I guess I can remove the discard. That elf with a mess. I can always look back and refer to. I guess I don't have the right to refer to them either, right? I don't know about that. But I suppose because they are discard, it's the same thing. I only have access to the top card, so I can't double check what they have played before. I guess I will have to check that between the let's play it safe for the rest of the game and don't look at them. And then I will double check the rule on that after. But I mean, that's a sort of board game at that point. I could take a pen on paper and note everything. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Doesn't really matter for now. So I think router needs to be reshuffled too. Does that mean I play router first? Yeah, sure, let's play router first. So it's only 3 cards because I'm in the headwind area. See what those cards are. So the card there is a 7, which honestly I may want to play. I'll have to double check everything. But I'm starting to get same time I already played 1/7, so if I play it, that may put me in bad position for the last sprint, but we'll see. 5 and 5. I have a duplicate 5, so it's not an option, so it's a 7 or 5. 5 put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just after the headwind. So in both cases, I shouldn't be safe from the headwind unless I play the 5 and that is blocked, and then I start on the headwind again, which sucks, but it is not the end of the world. The 7 would put me, so there is another descent area here of 3 space of descent, and the 7 technically would put me here, assuming no blockage, and that would be really good. I think I played the 7. Chance of blockage, we're starting to get to see the peloton is getting thinner at that point, so the chance of blockage are getting lighter. It's not as much as a concern as it was the beginning of the game. I think I should be safe to play the 7, so that's what I do. Also, because I've seen 3 good cards this turn, I should have good chance to see one of my bad cards, maybe even, I think I have a fatigue in that deck, so if I could be in the descent and play the fatigue and get a free 5 for that, would be great. Also, there is a climb here. So if I'm here and I play a low card, that will be a 5. That would put me there on the turn after. It's just before the mountain. So technically not ideal, because I still can't get slipstreaming because anyone in front of me will be in the mountain. So if I could have one slipstream this turn, that would be ideal. That would put me there, which would put my other 5 would be there. I'll still be in the mountain, but I'm guaranteed to get out of it. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But anyway, 7 it is, and let's go with the sprinter. Sprinter is not in the headwinds, and he's doing a 5, 9, 2, 9. Okay, that's both of my 9 of remaining 9 there. So a 2 would put me where my ruler is. And I feel like that's really dangerous. I have... Because all of the ruler, all of the pack here, that's me and the ruler here, there will be 3 minimum, so none of them will help me. The sprinter, and I will not be there. The sprinter might do a 2. No, even if he's doing a 2 is out of my reach. So really, if I play the 2, the only thing that I depend on to not get fatigue will be those 3 guys. And that seems a bit risky. Especially, I think both black and white sprinter have not played any of their 9. So they might explode in a sprint at any point. I think the 2 is out of the question, but that's sad because I really want to get rid of the 2 of the sprinters. How many? That's not a discard, I can look at it. I need to double check all those ones. Yeah, I already get rid of 1 of my 2s, but that's it. So I still have 2 of the 2s. So getting rid of them would be nice, but okay. So now my options are 5 or 9. 5 would put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the headwind area. Not ideal, but chance of being blocked very low. 9 before more. 4 will put me at the beginning of the descent, which would be good, but sadly that's the same space that my ruler will end up with. Which means that I have a chance of losing a move if I do, of blockage if I do the 9. I still feel like I want to take the risk. I feel, my gut feeling tell me that it's right, but I don't know that it is. Maybe the 5 would be better. But that's, I get the pros of that was no headwind and starting in a descent. But I could be, if I'm blocked, I'm starting just after the descent. And I don't get the benefit of the descent. I don't know. I don't know for sure. 9 or 5. I think I take the 9, but I'm not sure that's correct. I really don't know. Okay. Hopefully I made the right choice. Let's see. White is doing a 3. Red is doing a 5. Blue sprinter. Sprinter, yeah. Doing a 5. Black ruler. So the extra 5 are given them make them much more competitive. At that point in my test games, the sprinter were all in a pack behind and the ruler were all in a pack in front, and they are very clearly the sprinter had no chance, except they were doing a random 9, catch up, and then fall back again. So I think the playing with a 5 is the way to go. But we'll see. What I was resolving? I was resolving ruler black. I was doing a 3. Ooh, I don't like that. Ruler blue. 4. Ooh, I don't like that at all. If those of those blocks my guy, if any of them end up here, I will lose 2 moves. Ugh, rough. Sprinter red. 4. Ruler green. 4. So it will just depend on the sprinter. I don't think he can because it's a sprinter. So if he's doing a 9, I think he will be in front of me. So I should not lose move. But ooh, that was close. 7. 7. Perfect. Sprinter green is a 9. 6, 7, 9. I am playing a 9. 9. Okay. Sprinter black is doing a 9. Everybody's playing 9 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But that's way worse for you, my guy. And white is playing a 2. And that's also absolutely awful for you. Because now you're going to 4 fatigue. Okay, no slipstream. I'm in the descent. That's good. Fatigue. That's a ruler red. And that's the sprinter white. Okay. Okay. I'm having both of those cards, which is sad. I guess I can move the plateau. As you can see, that did not fit on my I have a plate, I guess you can call that. So, but know that we no longer need those parts. I'll remove them. There. That's allow me to move that a little more. To me right here, do a little reorganization. Fatigue a little closer. Move all of that. For the end game. Okay, so that was C, so that's Edwin, that is B, so that's U, and that's M. E, U. Okay. Okay, getting there. Ah! I do not remember where that little guy was. Great. He was somewhere around here. Hopefully that's correct. Might have been here. I'm pretty sure that was here. Hopefully that's correct. Sorry for that. I'll try to not do that again. Okay, so my next turn. I am in decent area. Both of them, so I kind of want to play 2s and 3s. 3s. Not vegetation, but number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And playing 5 will put me in there. Will I lose some move on some of them? Maybe, but doesn't matter. If I play a 2 or 3, I will still gain some move by making it a 5 in the first place, so I should be fine. Let's start with the ruler. 6, 6, 4, and 2. For a moment, I thought the game was going to scream me over. Well, that's an easy fatigue. And for the sprinter, I have a 3, a 2, a 4, and a 5. That will be an easy 2. That's an easy turn. That's a turn that doesn't need think too much. Good, so let's yep. Here. Okay. Ruler red. His leader is doing a 6. But there is a mountain here. It climbs, so it can only do a 5. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so it's crossing the climb, but it's still reduced to 5. Sprinter blue. 3. I'm happy to see some sprinter in the front and not all of them in the back. Sprinter green is a 9, but it's a blue 9, which tell me that something terrible had happened because that's not part of his deck. Let's double check what's happening there. He has 9 cards remaining after that. And blue. 7 cards remaining after that. Yeah. So that should be that in the wrong deck. Well, it is what it is. I will reshuffle that 9 in the blue deck. Blue Sprinter. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that happened. I should double check the size of all of the deck before I start the run, I guess. Okay. Green is a 2, which means it's a 5 because it's on the descent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was good for him. Much better than a 9. A 9 would have sucked really hard. Ruler white to a 5. 5. So both of my guys do 5 because we are the descent. Oops. Can do that center line. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. I am blocked. So the ruler is first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the sprinter technically lose a move. It's not the end of the world. I can live with that. Ruler black. The 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Losing 2 moves on the 7. That's way worse than what I did. Much happier with that. Ruler blue is a 7. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Really bad move by the AI right now. Why do I have 4 deck that doesn't present a card? I still have 3. Did I mess up something again? So I sprinter, ruler, green is up there, sprinter. Why sprinter black? Ah, sprinter black 4. When I put everything falling again, it did not get. I know it was there with the. He didn't get any fatigue. It was for the rest. So, but that explains why I have still 4 cards to reveal. Okay, sprinter red is a 5. Oh, we have a huge condition at the start of the climb here. Ruler red, ruler green is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. The condition continue. Sprinter black is doing a 5. 5. Wow. That's a back. Sprinter white is doing a 2. What are you doing, Sprinter white? What are you doing there? So, because those little guys are in the climb, no slipstreaming for them, and that means this whole block of 10 cyclists are not slipstreaming. So, it is what it is. But that does mean that we're going to get a lot of fatigue this turn now. So, ruler red has a fatigue, ruler white has a fatigue, sprinter green has a fatigue, and sprinter white has a fatigue. Okay. I lose those 2 cards. So I will remove that because right now, to remember that's a fatigue that I've played, so it's no longer in my deck. Okay. So let's do the cleanup. And think about my plays. What do I want to do? So I'm reaching the point where we're not quite in the moment where we want to escape for the final sprint, especially because I played my 2-7 and 2-9 on both of my guys. So my sprint capability are reduced. So I don't want to sprint right now, but we're starting to get there. So I have to think about it soon. I think when we are there, we'll have to think about doing an escape. And that zone is the tailwind area, which is the opposite of what we had there, which was the headwind. In the tailwind area, if I'm there, so the AI not affected, but if I'm there, I draw 1 extra cards when I'm doing my choices. Does mean recycling my fatigue faster, but I mean, right now I don't have any fatigue. I took 1 fatigue for the whole game and I get rid of it. So that is not an impact. So it's mostly, so it will be all positive to draw 5. So that's where I want to be. But right now I still have that climb to get there, which means that I cannot do more than 5. So anyway, it doesn't matter for this turn. My farthest I can go is here with my router and here with my sprinter. So I may want to think about the tailwind for the turn after that, but for now it doesn't matter. So what do I want to play with my router? Probably a 5 will be ideal with both of them, or 4s. There is a huge, so the risk is there is a huge pack again right now. It's no Gucci, because that means the risk of losing movements by being blocked is really high again, as it was at the beginning of the game. So I need to be very careful with that. That said, I feel like the AI, a lot of the front AI have eye roll quite a bit, so they should not have that many 5 or higher cards. So if I go with a 5, I think with my ruler should be fairly safe, not perfect, but fairly safe. My sprinter is a little more in danger, being 1 behind. Yeah, because being 1 behind means his 5 is blocked by those guys' 3s. The front ruler will probably do an escape. So if he's successfully escaped, that might be the win of the race, but that might be bad for the championship because that means a lot of fatigue for this little guy. But I guess we'll see. If it's there, it probably means he played a lot of his best card, so maybe he's crappy deck for the rest of the race. We'll see. Anyway, so optimal for me is to play 5s right now, to cross the mountain and to cross that hurdle, not have to get rid of the mountain anymore. So let's start with the ruler, and my options are 4, 7, 6, and I have to reroll, to reshuffle, sorry. And in the reshuffle, I have 2, 5, 2, 6, and 1, 4. I hope I can double check that when I reshuffle. Hopefully I can. I'm not quite sure about those rules about the... I was about to say anonymity of the data, but it's not really the right terms. Or the fact that some of the data is hidden or open data. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check all that. And it's a 6, so no 5 for me. No 5 for me, and I'm crossing a mountain, so 6 or 7 are guaranteed to lose move. So it's an easy choice of a 4. And cross my finger that I don't get blocked. Because if I only do 3s, no, that's fine. I will have to be blocked twice to end up in the mountain again. which should be almost impossible. I have 4 players playing me, that cannot be there. Yeah, it's impossible to be blocked twice. So I'm safe with the 4 to get out of the mountain. With a ruler or a sprinter, options are 3. What is that? Oh, I need to reshuffle. That deck is starting to get very small for the sprinter. That's because I didn't get any fatigue in there at all, so I played almost everything. Okay, 3, 5, 4, and 3. So there is 2, 3, so that's not an options. So it's between 3, 4, and 5. So playing 5 put me on the slam slots that my ruler will end up. And I'm playing just behind him. So if somebody else is on that spot, I will lose a movement. And while it's very unlikely for my ruler to lose movement, since I know for sure my ruler is there, that makes that a lot more dangerous. 3 I don't like because that leaves me in the mountain next turn for sure. So I think I'm playing 4. I'm playing 4, and I'm hoping that I don't lose a movement, because if that is blocked in front of me, I will end up on the mountain, which is not great. But I feel like the 5 is too risky. I still have only 3 of them that will be in front of me, so I will need 2 of those 3 to end up there to block me and force me in the mountain. That will be a bit of a disaster, not gonna lie, but that seems extremely unlikely. So that should be good. Those go in the sprinter deck. Recycling. Okay. Let's play. Ruler red is first to go, with a 3. Then sprinter green is in a 3. So that's the spot that I will block. So if I chosen the 5 with my sprinter, I know at that point I will have lose 1 move on that. We'll still, so I will still see, but I think the 4 on the sprinter was the correct choices. Ruler white 7. Oh, but he's in the mountain, so it's a 5. Okay. Then the sprinter blue. Why sprinter blue? We're doing a 2. Yeah, that's pretty good for me. What's that? Figurine. I feel like that's, well, that figurine is not correct. Oh well. So I'm doing 4 on both of them, and they play 1 after another. So it's doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Put me there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put me there. Oh, I have a chance of having a free slipstream on both of them too. Yes, we'll see. Let's resolve the rest first, but maybe. No, actually, I'm guaranteed because there is a mountain there. So none of those guys can end up here. And because there is a mountain there, none of those guys will also benefit from the slipstream, including the blue ruler. Yeah, no, it's a sprinter. It's a blue sprinter. So that's really good for me. That means I will slipstream with both of mine, and will only one AI will also benefit from it. Okay, ruler black 5, 4. Oh, never mind. He also benefit from it. That's fine. Ruler blue 4, 4. Sprinter red 4. It's blocked here. Ruler green. Where are you, ruler green? Here 6. So, and anyway, there is a mountain, so you are limited to 5, but anyway, it's blocked. So use 2 move, and Sprinter Black, 3. And the lonely Sprinter White on the back is doing a 3. Did you not play any of the 9? Did he not play any of his 9 or something? What's happening with Sprinter Black? Let me double check that. I still don't know if I'm right. I have the right to do that, but at that point it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. So White has not played any of his Sprint 9 card, and he has 7 cards left. So 3 of those are 9s. So he will catch up at some point. At some point. Anyway, so I have Slipstreaming here. Those guys don't Slipstream and are left in the front to get the fatigue. Sucks to be them. So fatigue, we have the 2 ruler, 1 red, 1 white. Then the 2 blue. And then the lonely Sprinter white that get absolutely destroyed. I noticed that black has not taken any fatigue yet either. So even if black is not in a great position for this game, it might be a contention for the next game. I don't know what happens because if I don't get any fatigues and the ER fatigues, then the next rate will be even easier. I guess we'll see. Those type of things will have to be cleaned up as we play, I guess. Okay. So let's get back to strategic consideration when I'm doing the cleanup. I want to end up in the Tailwind area if possible, which is the next long area right here. I mean, it's only a +1 card. It's not the end of the world, but it will be nice to get more options. Other than that, so we have a mountain here. So I want to avoid using my last 7 or 9 there because that will cross me. So I probably want to... My endgame strategy at that point will be reaching that point after the mountain, use a 7 or 9 here in that long area, knowing that here is a crosswind, which means that there is no... I already lost the word again. I'm blocked on wind again. Slipstream. There is no slipstream in that area, so it's even better reason to use that to do a huge sprint. So I probably want my 7 or 9 to be there. That would be the guess. And because there is also a climb just before the finish, so you cannot use your 7 or 9 to race to the finish. So that will be where I need to use them. And I think, yeah, I think I used both. I have the doubt now, but I think I used 2 7 and 2 9. So that's where I want to use them. So I don't want to use them, but I could use them here. It's not the end of the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 with the ruler is not awful. That means I will probably take fatigue toward the end of the game, but that might mean good position to win or be in good spot for the end of the game. The sprinter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same. So using the 7 or 9 here is not awful. That's what's the previous turn. But I say I much rather do 5, 5, 5 or something equivalent. Somewhere like 4, some kind of 3 turns of 4 or 5 here, the 7 or 8 or 9 here, and then a 5 and a 3 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should be 6 turns away from the win, I think. Let's see. And I have 6 cards left in my Sprinter deck. And 7 cards left in my Router deck. So if I play my card well, my Sprinter should be safe. Except I need to double check I know you take fatigue when you cannot draw cards, but I don't know if it's to make your card up to 4. When is it? I'm double checking the rules. Sorry about that. I've not played that game that much, so still fuzzy on some of the rules, even though those rules are very easy. Choose rider, draw card, choose one rider, and draw 4 cards from his energy deck. 1. Okay. You cannot draw cards from your second rider. If your energy deck runs out of face-down cards, shuffle the recycle card and place them. Yeah. If there are fewer than 4 cards total in your energy deck, recycle and face-down, simply draw all cards. If there are no cards on your energy deck, take an exhaustion card and play it as normal. Okay. So if I play my card well, I should be able to win just on the turn, on the last turn where I play my last sprinter cards, and not get any fatigue for my sprinter. And my ruler has played 1 fatigue that he managed to recycle the 5. So even strangely enough, because of that make me slightly more resilient and have 1 more card. So I'm less at risk to get a fatigue at the end of the game in my ruler deck because of it, because I got a fatigue during the game. It's a bit strange, but it is what it is. Okay. So now that all of those strategic discussion and consideration have been taken, let's go with the turn. I'll start with the sprinter actually, because I want to see if I'm doing a 9 or not. Because if I'm doing a 9, what I said is the 9 and the 7, I kind of not want to use both of them. I guess we'll see. So let's see. The sprinter is doing 2, 9, 5, and I have to recycle, to reshuffle. I don't have a good way. Yeah, I still have a 2. So I might have to take a fatigue with the... I don't know if I have enough energy left to finish the race with the sprinter, unless I get some extra space of slipstreaming. And 3 is my subtract, so 2, 9, 5, 3. So I know I'll have to play, I most likely will have to play all of my cards. That's why I was considering. So I know that I have to play my 2 and my 3. So is it a good moment to get rid of them? Because I still have a lot of space here to play my 9, and my deck is so small at that point, I'm guaranteed to see my 9. My deck is so small that the +1 of the tailwind is actually almost a non-consideration anyway for both of my cyclists. So I think it doesn't matter for if I skip the tailwind or not. I mean, I probably will not be able to skip it anyway, but it will be a non-impact. So my guess is I do a 2. Because there is no climb here, so there is slipstreaming. And the chance that I'll be left behind by 2 at that point for this wall block and not have anyone catch up and get in front of me from this block is really low. So I guess I'm doing the sprinter 2. To get rid of it. And as for the ruler, I'm doing a 4, 6, 5, 5 choice. So a 4, 6, or a 5. Oh, my ruler deck is actually fairly high. Because I have 6 showing, and I know I have a 7 left. So my ruler deck actually, my ruler I have a very good energy deck left. I might be able to win with the ruler if I play that thing well. So do I start to do the échappé now with the 6 then? Because I know I have a good deck. Or do I go with a 4 to get rid of my last bad card? I don't know that I will have to play all my cards with the ruler, especially with the quality of the deck remaining. So the 4 might not be played, so it might not be worth playing it now. So I think it's a 5 or 6. If I play 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I end up here in the middle of the tailwind. I play my fix here. So if I play a 5, I will get a slipstreaming if those two end up here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. And they are both ruler, so technically it's possible that they roll 6. If I do the 6, I do the same thing. I get the slipstreaming if one of them good, got a 7. I also have a ruler with me right now, the green. If he's doing a 7 and I'm doing the 6, I'm doing nothing. If I'm doing the 5, I get the slipstream. And the ruler. So I think I'm playing the 5 right now, because I think they have slightly higher chance of getting a slipstream. Probably not. My guess is I will be in the front and I will get some fatigue, and I'm getting ready to do the final sprint. But I mean, my deck is really good at that point. But if I grab one extra slipstream from them, just by being lucky by having one of them roll, that will be good, and that give me one more cyclist that can give me that extra slipstream. And bring the deck. Okay, let's see where it goes. Let's see if I make the right choice again. There we go. We start with the red. Red, that is not red, that is blue. Red is there. Red is doing a 5. 3, 4, 5. White is doing a 7. Then it's green. And that's a sprinter. It's doing a 5. I'm really surprised to see a sprinter with the main pack there. I guess adding those 5 in there deck really helps. In my test game, the sprinter was left. All of the AI sprinter was so behind and had no chance to do whatsoever. So it's really interesting to see one that is actually doing better than the ruler of the same team. Okay, so it's a me doing the 5. So 5 or 6 would have been exactly the same for me. I mean, it's not even the same, I would be one more, but I mean, both of them will be doing fine. I'm probably going to get that slipstream for free. So it's doing fine. The 2 of my sprinter is looking a bit more ugly. That's my bite me in the ass. I guess we'll see. Ruler black. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. It is what it is. Sprinter blue. Why you blue? You're back. Yeah, you're doing a 2. Ruler blue. You're doing a 7. 7. That still doesn't help me. Sprinter red. Yeah, you're doing a 2. Ruler green. You're doing a 7, but you are in the climb, so doing a 5. 5, so you're with me, but we're going to suck together. Sprinter black is doing a 4. And Sprinter white all the way back is finally drawn is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's a climb, so you're stuck at 7. Ouch. No Gucci. Yeah, white, Sprinter white is having a terrible race. But hey, Ruler white might win. I don't believe so, because I think he's used a lot of his good card, but we'll see. Okay, so slipstreaming from the back. You don't get one. You are out of the mountain, so you do slipstream with them here. And the swap pack slipstream 1 forward here. Fatigue. Both white gets fatigue. And then the ruler green and the sprinter, that's me. ruler green is here. Oh, my sprinter gets a fatigue. No, that's not good because I did calculate it that my sprinter didn't use. I'm going to use all of his card. I guess the deck is so slow, small at that point that fatigue will probably not matters. Actually, do I start with sprinter or do I start with a ruler? It probably doesn't matter, right? The sprinter wants his 9 at that point to catch up. Let's start the ruler. So there is a mountain here, so I need to be careful about that. I'm drawing 6, 6, 7, 5. My cards are too good for the mountain. My cards are too good for the mountain. I mean, it has to be the 5 because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm reaching the mountain. I'm reaching the climb. So anything above a 5 is lost. Oh, I'm in the tailwind. I see one more card. I forgot about that. And that's a 4. Never mind about the tailwind not having an impact in the game. I have a 4 or 5. No, that's a real decision. The 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 put me at the beginning of the mountain. And the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 put me at the end of the mountain. In both cases, I'm screwed. I will have to mountain next turn. And there is no extra move in the mountain, the climb, so doesn't matter. I'm still stuck. So let's see what is remaining. So I have 6, 6, 7, and 5. So let's say I'm playing my 4 right now. And I play the 5 next turn. So I play a 9. So I will end up here. And I'm still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the finish. So actually what I'm realizing is my 6 and 7, some of them are going to be lost. Or at least not lost, but they will have to be turned into 5. I've played too conservatively with my ruler, and I lost some point there. I'm still doing fine in the race, so not a huge issue, but I probably could be one more step. I could be there if I played properly. And being there would actually be a huge thing because that means that my 5 would have put me there. So one forward would probably be one less turn at the end of the game. So it was a huge deal. But anyway, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I play my 4, my 5 now. I'll play my... Does it? I guess it matters for the fatigue. What are my chances of fatigue? Because I will be in the mountain, so no slipstreaming. So I'll be either... So essentially I can end up in either side of the mountain. What are the chances that somebody is here? That will be 4 on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on you. And that's not possible because you are the mountain. So it will be exactly those. What are the chances that somebody else is here? 3 for the ruler. 4 for the sprinter. 5 for this sprinter, and that's a sprinter, so anything above a 5, I guess that will be just a 9 at that point, right? The 9 will be there. So in both cases, it's not ideal, but there is slightly more chance that somebody else is here rather than somebody else is here. Assuming those two, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, we can't have a slipstreaming situation. I was about to say, maybe somebody could be there on slipstream away, but it's not possible because of the mountain. But still, I think the 4 is a safer bet. In that case, higher chance to not get the fatigue. And for our sprinter, the options are 5, 3, and I have to reshuffle, and the remaining options are fatigue, 9, 5, and 3. So I have 8 and 8 and 9. 16, 25. I have 25 of non-fatigue card left in my sprinter deck, including 2 5s. So the 5s are good for the mountains. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So right now, even if I play my fatigue card with my sprinter, I will still not make it to the finish line. I will still be 1 away. So I really want to slipstream with my sprinter if possible. But I also want to not lose any point whatsoever to the mountain. Anyway, did I shuffle? I'm not, yeah. Okay, my last 2 options are the 2 of the fatigue and the 5. So 5, 5, 3, and 2. So I will have to play that fatigue anyway, most probably. I will have to get 3 slipstream to not have to play the fatigue, which is unlikely at that point. I mean, you never know, but still, 3 points of slipstreaming seems like asking a lot, especially because we have no slipstream here, we have no slipstream here, no slipstream here. So chance of slipstreaming very low. I guess this part is the higher chance of the road left where I could have a slipstream. So my best chance is to go as much as possible in there. So I could play my 2 now. That would put me here. And if I play a 3 next turn, that would put me here. Yeah. So I think that I'm maximizing the amount of time that I'm spending in that area to augment my chance to slipstream. Because at that point, I'm not restricted by the order of the card as much as I'm restricted by the total value of the card on the sprinter anyway. So doesn't really matter in which order I do them. I just need to get as much slipstream as possible and as little fatigue as possible. Is it more risky to get am I at a risk of a fatigue by doing a 2 there? I'm in the front of that pack. So I would say should be okay because so he could do a 3 or a 4 and that will save me. They could do a 4 and a 5 and that will save me the fatigue. He could do is it a sprinter? It's a sprinter. So it can probably not save me. But still, a decent chance of being safe. Yeah, and if I do the 3, I end up here, and I will still be too far away from that pack too. So that pack is irrelevant for my slipstreaming and energy. It's only this pack that matters. And I feel like playing slow will put me behind the rest of that pack by the most chance. So I think that's my best bet. Okay. Okay, decision has been taken. I'm ready. Ruler white. 6. But there is a mountain, so it's a 5. 3, 4, 5. Ruler red. 7. There is a mountain, so it's a 5. Sprinter green. The 3. Me with my 4. I'm going to take a fatigue for that. Ah, that sucks. Oh well, that's what it is. Ruler black is a 4. Ruler blue is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's in the mountain, so you can't go further, sadly. I would love for you to be a 6, so I don't get the fatigue, but it is what it is. Okay. So we're going to have an échappé, because those two, no sleeps for me. So those two will stay there, and we have 2 packs essentially now in the front. And we'll see how the backpack resolve. So that's me with a 2. Ruler green is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's not ideal for me. Sprinter blue 4. Okay, I don't get fatigued, that's all I care about. Sprinter black. No, I guess it's not all I care about. I'd much rather have a sleep stream, but he has a 5. Sprinter red is a 3. And Sprinter white, 9. Of course, you will see all 3 of your 9 now, but you have a mountain in front of you. You silly bitty. You played that very poorly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you sleep streaming too. That's why I up a little. Still, a really, really poor race for you, your poor Sprinter white. Okay. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. And no, sleep streaming. You sleep stream. No sleep streaming here because that's a mountain. That is too far. Fatigue for ruler white. Fatigue for both of them are ruler pink and blue. Oh, pink is me. And blue. And fatigue for the Sprinter black. Okay. There we go. Next turn. I start with my ruler, I guess. Ruler, my top card is a 6, which I don't want to play because I'm in the mountain right now. But I say I'm going to lose. Probably going to lose something to the mountain anyway, so 6 is probably fine, actually. Because the 2, I don't know if I want to play that fatigue, even if I draw it. That's a bit risky. So 6, 6, and 5. Wow. Okay then, so I normalize 2 cards on my 7 and my 2. And I know I will move 5 because I have no choice. It's just a question of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I will not going. There is no reason to play the 6 instead of 5, right? So there is no choice here. It's always a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which will put me there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put me there, and then one more, and that could be a 6 to get as far as possible. Okay, should be fine. So I play my 5. Sprinter is... Oh, the Sprinter is still in the table, so it's all's 5 card, right? So there's no point reshuffling. It's still 5 card. So I have 2, 3, 2, 5, and 1, 9 remaining. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get in the mountain. So I don't want to play my 9 right now. But I do want to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put me there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put me there. If I play 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that put me in the mountain still. So the only way to escape the mountain here to be able to play my 9 was to play the 2, 5. But if I do that, so let's see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I end up there. Then I play my 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That put me there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that works. So I think the order I want to play them is 5, 5, 9, 3 threes, assuming no losing of no interaction with the AI, which I guess we'll see if there is some or not. Okay. At that point, the decisions are starting to get very clear. There is way more information about what's happening. So ruler white is a 4. Is entering the crosswind area. So the crosswind, that thing is just no. I really lose the name again. I block on the wind again. Anyway, no extra movement. The name will come back to me at some point. Red ruler is a 7. 7. I am next with a 5. 5. Slipstream. That's the name I was looking at. And that's too bad that there is no slipstream in there, because that would have been really nice. Blue ruler. It's doing a 6, but it's in the mountain, so it's doing a 5. 5. That means I'm going to get a fatigue for that. Sprinter green is doing a 2. And the ruler black, ruler, we said, it's doing a 3. 3. Ruler green is doing a 6, so it's a 5. 5. Sprinter black, so a 3. Sprinter blue, 3. Me, I'm doing a 5. 5, which means I'm going to get a fatigue. What was my other option? To play a 3. 3 would have put me there. Yeah, I will not take a fatigue, but I will also still not have getting extra movement anyway. So since I'm exactly crossing the line right now, and the fatigue will probably, the deck is small enough that the fatigue will probably not matter, I should be fine. So that should be okay. Sprinter red is doing a 3. Sprinter white, a 4. Okay, played everything, yes. So there is 1 slipstreaming here, no slipstreaming in that area, a lot of fatigue to distribute, so I do the cleanup first. Oh, I'll actually remove those decks when they're starting to get too big. I'll make a mess. There we go. So now each of the AI has 4 cards left. I guess it's 4 cards left for the sprinter and 3 for the ruler because of the extra 5 I put on the sprinter deck. But that's where we're at. Okay. And fatigue. I've not given the fatigue. I knew I was missing something. Ruler red. Ruler white. Ruler blue. Is that the ruler blue? Yes, it is right. Where's the first sprinter? Green is the first sprinter. So even with the extra 5, the sprinter are still, all of the sprinters are here. That's a 5 sprinter, and the 6 sprinter is there, and all of the ruler is there. So the ruler are still way better statistically on that type of randomized AI setup. Anyway, that was ruler blue. That's ruler green, pink, sorry, so that's for me. And then ruler green is next. is here. And then I take one for my sprinter. And the black sprinter takes one too. Okay, there we are. This is the end game. Let's go with my ruler because he has a chance to win. I don't know if he will, but that's my 7 and a fatigue. I knew I would get the 7 and I knew I'm going to play the 7, so rest of my card don't matters except for the shuffling order, but the deck is small enough. And with an extra, I'm probably going to get a fatigue here. Actually, shuffling still kind matter from not seeing the 6. I don't even know if it matters at all, shuffling at that point. 2 and 6, so I know I'm playing a 7 right now. And the sprinters is 5, 3, 9, 3, which we knew. The only new thing is the fatigue, but it's not been shuffling yet. And I say right now I'm doing 5. And I'm not moving yet. It's wait a little. I know you've planned everything in your head, but you still need to play with the rules. We don't know what the AI will do. They might screw up your plan. Okay. Ruler red. Trying to win the race. And he's doing... Wait, that's blue. I was saying, did I mess up another card? But no, I'm just looking from the wrong deck. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. He's guaranteed to cross it next turn, right? Because his lowest card is a ruler. So his lowest card is a 3. That's a mountain, but it's close enough that it will not impact. So, congratulations, ruler red. You have won the race. We already know that. Unless ruler white can come. Maybe if he's doing a 7 right now, and a 5 next turn. Let's see white. He's doing a 3. Nope. Okay, then it's me, and I play the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it's blue. 3, 3. And then ruler green is doing a 3. 3. Ruler black is doing a 7. He's not on the mountain right now. He escaped the mountain by 1 point. 1 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. That might put me in danger, my second place into danger. There's a lot of slipstreaming that's going to happen this turn. Oh no, because all of those guys are on the north, on the crosswind. So the only one that slipstream is actually white. Okay. So at that point, I should be guaranteed second or third place with my little guy. Probably second. But we'll see. Sprint green is doing a 2. Then it's sprint black. Doing a 2. My sprinter black is doing a 5. It's not my sprinter, it's not black, it's pink. 2, 3, 4, 5. That put me here. Sprinter blue. So 9. That's not good for you because you're under the mountain. So you're doing only 1, 2, 3, 5. You cross the mountain, that's good, but still a waste of a 9. Black. No, I need black already. What is next? Red. He's doing a 9. Same thing. It's going to be only a 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And white. Is that the third 9 in a row? No, it's a 5. I'm still proud of you, Sprinter White. You catch back with the rest of the squad. You stop accumulating free fatigue for nothing, for no reason. Okay, slipstreaming. I say, so that's too far away. They get one, but they don't get one. I should have started with the back. mountain, so no slipstream, okay, that doesn't change, no slipstreaming here, so okay, so just one slipstream each here. A lot of fatigue though, so I get one with my sprinter, green get one with sprinter, then green get one with ruler, and then black gets one with ruler, and then I get one with my ruler, and then red gets one with ruler. There we go. So red is going to win the race, but he's accumulated 6 fatigue on his ruler. So not good for him next turn, because when we go from one race to the other, so the AI will do the same thing that we do, which is we keep half of the fatigue rolled up. So 6 fatigues mean he was going to get 3 of them, so we will start next race with 3 fatigue in his deck. So he was won this race, congratulations on him. And we'll start the yellow jacket for the next time, but still not great. Okay, and then what do I want to play next turn? So that's my ruler. So I know those 2 cards are going to be my 2 6s, and I have 1 6 and 3 fatigues. Sure. And because I don't want to play the fatigue, that means I will have probably 2 fatigue in my starting deck for next race with my ruler. Not ideal either, but it is what it is. Oh, I just realized in the championship we are supposed to have also keep track of their sprints objectives that I completely forgot about, which is who crossing middle, I don't remember what the sprints are, and who did best of the mountain. I will have to recheck the footage for all of that of the video. I guess it's a good reason to have videos. I can recheck those if I miss them. Okay, let's see. 2 and 2, which is good. That means one of those 2 is a 6. So I'm guaranteed to get my 6 next turn. And I know that I want to play a 6 this turn and a 6 next turn, even if it will be a 5 because of the mountain. It will still, I get this one is a 5, right? Yeah, this one is a 5 and will make me not finish. And next turn I'm doing a 6, and I will be as far as possible to the finish line, which should guarantee me the 2nd place. Okay, and the sprinter, I'm reshuffling. So I'm reshuffling a 9, 2, 3, and 2 fatigue. So at that point, I really want the 9. And there is a chance that I don't see it. If I don't see it, if I get the 2, 3 and the 2 2s on in my hand, then I will play one of the 3s probably, or maybe one of the 2, one of the fatigue to get rid of the deck. I will have to consider that. But if possible, I want to play the 9 here because that would be the best time to play it. Options are 2, 3, 3, 2. Okay, guess we'll have to do the calculation. Okay, so if I do the 3, 1, 2, 3, can I play my 9 next turn? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly. Okay. So even if I play my 3, I can still play the 9. But if I do any slipstreaming that I gain will be lost. But I mean, that's no slipstream zone, and I will be in the middle of it. So it doesn't matter. I'm not going to get any slipstreaming anyway. So if I play my 2 and then my 9, I know I will be there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I need a 4 to cross. So I can't do that because that's one more turn before the crossing, which is no good. So I need to play my 3, then my 9, and then hope to get the 3. And it's possible if I get extra fatigue on both of those turns that I will end up on that last turn with 4 fatigue and a 3 in my deck. And then at that point, maybe I will redo a 1 in 5 failure. That will suck, but it is what it is. So I play a 3 this turn, and I know that my 9 is the only card on the deck, so I know that I will have the 9 next turn. I do a 3. Not moving yet. Let's not go faster than the music. Not the AI. Did I give the fatigue this turn? Yeah, pretty sure I did. Okay. Almost last turn. Route Red is doing a 3, but that's good enough to finish. And nobody else can cross the line this turn. So technically, if several people cross the line, the finish line the same turns, is whoever is the farthest away as cross first, even if they were behind the line. They just win the last sprint. I guess that's something that will matters between me and white, except I know that I'm doing 5 and 5, so I know that because of the mountain at the maximum he can move, so I will always be in front of him. At that point there is no. So I'm doing a 6, but that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not crossing the line by just 1. Then white, well, doing a 3 anyway. 3. So he might not even cross next turn. Ruler black. He's doing a 4. Ruler blue. 5. Ruler green. 5. I'm going to get a free slipstream. Good for you. Sprinter green. Sprinter green, you did so well for most of the race, and now you're behind, and you draw a 9. Okay, never mind then. 8, 9. You're still doing pretty good. Then that's me. I'm playing a 3. And then Sprinter blue. 4. Sprinter red. Doing a 2. Sprinter white. Doing a 5. And it's losing 1 because of the 5. Can only move 4. And Sprinter black is doing a 5. Okay. So we have a winner. Woo! Let's put them there, the order of arrival. Okay. Okay, so I'm at that point because I know one of those is a 6. Doesn't matter what I draw with the other one, and I'm crossing anyway, so I'm not going to shuffle. I know I'm playing a ruler with a 6, and I know I end up with 3 fatigues in my deck. I guess. Wait a second. Let's think about that. Can I get away with playing a fatigue here? Because I am here. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The maximum, because of the mountain, the maximum that white can do is reach here, but I will reach him before with a 2. So actually, the smarter play is to play a 2. Because I'm still guaranteed first, thanks to the climb right here. So I have very good information of what can and cannot happen at that point. And fatigue, having 2 fatigue in my deck instead of 3 means that I'm starting the next race with only 1 instead of 2, because it's running up. So it's actually much better to play the fatigue here. And then the sprinter, I'm guaranteed to have the 9 here. There's only 3 cards, so no point reshuffling. I have not given the fatigue. I have not given the fatigue for last turn. I need to roll that back. Okay. I had a 2 and a 6 on top of that. So I was like that. Because that's going to change things. Because it crossed the finish line and left me there, meaning that I'm getting a fatigue with a ruler again. So never mind that, I'm going to have 4 fatigue in my deck. So I will have 2 in the next race, whatever happens. So it doesn't matter what I play, and I probably best for me to play the 5 then. Because of the championship rules, the farther away you're on the line, the earlier you cross, so your time will be better. So for the time attack, which is one of the type of jersey that you can get, it will be better. Oh yeah, what else? A ruler white gets one. Then I get one with my sprinter, and the sprinter blue gets one, and then the sprinter red gets one. So blue and red. The AI are accumulating a lot of fatigue. Like white is ridiculous. That's the fatigue of white. I don't know if the I'll fatigue for the AI will work, because I feel like white is dead for the next. I mean, he's not even doing that well in this race. He's like, he might finish third probably, but his sprinter is dead. He has like what is he going to do next turn? That is, I don't know. I guess we'll see how that works. I think I get. Oh, hopefully I don't forgot any fatigue, but okay. Back to what I was thinking. So ruler, I know that I have a 2 and a 6 in my hands. I'm not going to reshuffle, and optimally I'm going to play the 6. Sprinters, I know that I have only actually I have 4 cards now, but I know that the top is a 9. But it might matter because I want the 3 next turn. So the shuffling does matter now. I'm going to reshuffle. Wait, let's get that. Yes, the 9 was alone, yes, correct. So what I want optimally is to not see the 3s, to see all of the fatigue here, to guarantee the 3 next turn. I mean, I should be fine, right? And we have all of the fatigue. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So I play my 9 for sure, and I keep the fatigue low. Guaranteed to have the 3 for the next turn to the crossing line. And then the AI. So let's resolve the turns. I'm playing the 6. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, I am 5, so I have 1 extra. Because it matters for the way the championship works is any extra step after the finish line is minus 10 seconds. Essentially, a turn is a minute, and any. So it's like I did my last turn in 10 seconds instead of 1 minute because I have 5 extra steps. It does matter, but I will be all the way there. But I won. I'm in the second place. Then ruler white. I did not clean up that cards last turn. Let me do that quickly. That helps keeping track of if I'm doing something wrong or not, to see which card has been revealed this turn or not for the AI. That actually helped me caught several mistakes during the game. Okay, so let's go with ruler. It's a 6, but it's a mountain, it's a 5. But still, it's finishing. Ruler. No, it's ruler black first. 6, so it's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I mess that up? White should have been 1 more, right? White was there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I messed that up. That's okay. Doesn't really matter for them. I don't think the time. I able to recheck the rules for the championship, but I don't think the time attack for the AI matters. Maybe it does. Ruler blue. 6, it's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's doing 5. That is. Why is the sprinter? Oh yeah, that's the one sprinter that's doing well, huh? Yeah, let's do the 5. He will cross before his ruler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's guaranteed to cross. I mean, no, it's not guaranteed to cross first because that depends. It will be. he can do a 2 and he can do a 5 on the next turn. But anyway, they will cross on the same turn, and that's a 6, but it's a 5 because of the mountain. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then here we have me that played the 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I didn't even get an extra fatigue. That is good. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a fatigue there. Sprint blue. Why did I? Oh yeah, because red ruler is finished. Sprint blue is a 2. Sprint white. It's a 5. Yes, should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sprint black is a 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And sprinter red is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No sleeps remaining in that area because of the crosswind, so they will all get fatigue there. The rest of the squad that has finished is in order. And once again, all of that's 5 ruler. So I feel like ruler are much better at that mode than sprinters are. But the only team that will have its sprinter first will be green. Okay, fatigue. Sprinter green. Sprinter white. White again. And you two, which are 2 sprinter, blue and red. And they don't catch up with white because that's still the crosswind area. Yeah, that's pretty much it at that point. So I don't have to play with my ruler anymore, so just a sprinter. I know that that's a 3 and 3 fatigues. And I do need to play the 3 to cross. I cannot play the fatigue to try to have 1 less fatigue next race. And I'm crossing, so I'm not getting any more fatigue. So I know that the only thing left is the position I'm finishing in. Okay. And so we can resolve. Sprinter green, I believe in you. Oh, let's remove the cards. Okay, Sprinter green, you're doing a 4. Yeah, that should guarantee that you're finishing before your ruler. Well played. 2, 3, 4. Ruler green. Ruler green is finished his deck. You don't realize the ruler on top of his deck, so he has to play a 2. It's a fatigue 2. I mean, I could grab it, but it is going to play anyway immediately, so we'll lose it. But let's put it right there. I guess he lose enough. He played suboptimally enough that he was actually run out of energy before the end of the race. And then it's all sprinter from there. So sprinter pink, that's me. That's why there's no AI for sprinter pink. And I'm 3, and up here. Sprinter, I don't know if, does that create a blockage because I cross the finish line? I guess I'll need to check that. If black does 4 right now, is it finished or is it blocked? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter, but interesting questions. And it's doing a 4. It's actually doing the 4. So I'll have to check the rules for that. 2, 3, 4. I guess I leave it there for now. Print the white. Is your last 9? That was your last card. Strangely enough, you're not even going to be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but that's a mountain, so you're stuck here. So you'll have to wait for 1 more fatigue. Same thing. I'm surprised that many AI have to rely on actual fatigue to finish the course. I guess the 9 were lost in mountains. A lot of them lost a lot of movement in their lines in the mountains. Blue sprinter, 3. Oh my god. And that's your last card, right? Wow. So you have to fatigue for 1, 2. You have 4 turns of fatigue, of pure fatigue before you end up the race. Uchi. And sprinter red is a 2. Same thing. So all of those are guaranteed to play. I'm not going to resolve, but they may put 4 more turns. So is 1 at that point. I mean, it's not 1, but it's crossing, and then no AIF card left. So I'm not going to resolve any of them. They will have all to do fatigue at that point. So next turn, both of them cross. So that's the next turn. And then the next turn, and then the next turn, and then the next turn. Wow, you are slow. There we go. So at the end of the day, I need to redouble check the sprinting, the mid-sprint rolls, because I don't remember. I need to redouble check the mountains. I will do maybe a small update on how did I do it with that. Maybe at the beginning of the second part of the race, because I think that's important for the different jersey and whatnot. So I'll have to redouble check that thing. But my ruler was starting in 6th position and ended up in 2, which is good, getting better. And my sprinter started in 12, ended up in 8. So it's a second sprinter. So essentially, I was 6th ruler and 6th sprinter, and I went back to second ruler and second sprinter. The only team where sprinter managed to do well is green. All of the other did poorly, or even extremely poorly for some of them. Like the last 3 were awful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will thank you if you watched this video for that long. Thank you for having watched everything, and then I'll try to post the second race as soon as I'm doing some administrative cleanup behind the scene. Thank you very much. Have a good one.